Alright. G'day there, ladies and ladies. Welcome back to our Elite Redux playthrough. Last time we made it through Finery and also Norman, so we got Mega Stones. We're thinking about choosing our Mega Stone user. So, after some consideration, I think I'm just gonna go with Gudra. Because Gudra has a special place in terms of my, how much I like it, you know? And it's overall, like, pretty solid. Like, it's pretty, well-rounded stats, you know? Hey, Token, how's it going? So I'm a bit late. I had a bit of a nap because I woke up earlier to do something with another creator and then had to take a nap and then, yeah, I'm a bit late. So I feel like we'll go with Mega Gudra. Mess around with that a bit. So in terms of the rest of the team, that's what we gotta think of, you know? Because I feel like Gudra is pretty well rounded, but, you know, we can add in more stuff to it, you know? So, what kind of things should we add? Oh yeah, we can evolve you. Are you worth using with Eviolite? Not really. Yeah, low HP, low defense, low special defense. So let's just evolve you. Yeah, that is insanely fast. Holy. Emergency exit, tactical retreat. Huh. Interesting. I love that thing. Focus Ash, emergency exit, plus U-turn is gangster. Yeah. Very fast. Very strong. Just pure fighting type. It's not bad. I'm willing to give it a try. So, I guess we'll worry about the item later. So we got Gudra, Fun Time Pussy. What else should we add on? Lens Medium Ash to cover Fairy Witness. Very nice. Was it got against, I guess like, if it's got a U-turn for Psychic, then it needs like an Ice Punch or Thunder Punch for flying, and that's about it. And you're good. Let's see, in terms of other Pokemon I want to mess around with, we're doing doubles, so I'm feeling like Zatu would be okay. Because I do like my Magic Bounce users. Magic Bounce is always useful, you know? Alternatively, we go with... We had someone with Power Spot, right? It was Orbeetle. Power Spot, Magic Bounce. Analytic. Nice. gravity. So, I mean, we can't use gravity that much, but maybe if we're in a double battle, it'll disrupt the opponent with the flies. Psychic Surge. Alright, we're missing on 4 beetle. Otherwise, let's go with... What do you do again? I see, Ghost Poison. I mean, neutralizing gas is always good, but... You're like a bit of a trickster, right? Shadow Tag, Pixie Power. Huh. That's pretty good. Now, who was the trickster? Was it you? Trick or treat on entry. Scare. Pretty high speed. Fly Ghost Grass. So I go with like regular recommended maybe? That could be a possibility. I guess I wanted to test out you a bit. And then... You're okay, right? Yeah, not bad. Not a bad Pokemon. Hey Mayan, how's it going? Just kind of building out the team a bit. Friend Guard is always useful. Telekinesis. I mean, it competes with our gravity, but you know, it's fine. Hospitality. Always nice. This is the current team so far. These are Pokemon that I kind of want to mess around with. Mega Gudra, Blissey, Orbital, and Volcarok. So, just trying to figure out what would be a good addition to the team. Getting some kind of fire type would be useful. So, do Volcarona. Majestic Moth? So, we could build that towards speed. Or we could build it for a special attack. Or we could even maybe do it for special defense. Drought, Compound Eyes. Compound Eyes, Heat Wave? Compound Eyes, Swarm, Majestic Moth, Levitate. So... we just do one Quiver Dance and then Heat Wave, right? Not the worst. So that is an option. Could we just go for like Eruption or something? Fire Ground, okay. Flaming Soul for priority, neat. Not sure if I agree for being ground type. But it is what it is, I guess. Alright, well, I think we need a fire type, so let's mess around with Volcarona, which means we do have 2 bug types. It would be good to get something a bit more dedicated anti-rock. You're okay. I don't know, for our last slot, let's go with... What are we thinking here? Crappy's gotta be like more of a status kind of thing, right? It's Friend Guard, Prankster, Full Metal Drop, or Full Metal Body rather, Iron Barbs. Friend Guard, Prankster sounds pretty useful. You know, get some Thunder Waves going. Maybe we can do something like that. Alright, how's this team looking? We just gotta level them up and sort out their moves and stuff. I mean, I could go back to Old Malak and get that a bit more of a try with like new moves and stuff. But let's kit out this team and then sort it out from there. Oh, Gudra Knight. There we go. So in terms of ability for Gudra, I think it's pretty similar when we Mega Evolve. So probably just want Gooey. We'll mess around a bit. Alright, your ability. Yeah, I guess we go tactical emergency exit. Health spot. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so I think Compound Eyes. And yeah, thank God. Alright. Let's start from the top. So, Gudra is kind of a mixed attacker, right? Yeah, very close in terms of attack or special attack. We got physical, special, physical, special, and then that's kind of support. So, I guess we'll check out the moves. So, Muddy Water, Ground and Water type at the same time. Oh, so that's kind of like a Flying Press, right? So, does that double up against Rock type? Or is it only once? Yeah, we're doing super effective against everything, huh? Negates abilities until switch out if the foe moves first. Okay, so if we go slow, then we can nullify an ability. Alright. We got some interesting moves for sure. Explodes. Great. Because like, we could go Draco Meteor and the rest of it physical. You know? Mystic Dance. Oh, trump card. Oh, okay, that's an interesting change for it. Hey, Dino. Yeah, water explosion. We could go for that. I don't know, like we could go Draco Meteor and then just a bunch of physical moves, or we can go some utility with like Brine. Brine's pretty good. Dragon Rage, so we don't need to worry about Fairy type. Sludge. Or yeah, Sludge. In terms of physical, anything particularly good here? Nothing too exciting. Bravado. Oh, that's like Facade. Okay. So, theoretically... Oh no, we can't give it a Toxical because we got a Gudronite. This version of Gudra doesn't have Shelter 8. Nah, he's I don't think he does. No, he's got Recover though. So that's something. Gastric Acid is also pretty useful. Alright. So we can't Toxic Orb and Gudronite at the same time. Okay, we got some decent special attacks. So I'm kind of thinking we go with just a bit of water utility. So Brine. We go Dragon Rage. We kind of go into that pseudo poison type where Sludge Bomb. And then our last attack can be kind of whatever, really. I think Earth Pounding is pretty good. Yeah. I know I'm taking a fair bit of time with this, but we're getting there, you know. And we could go with like Ring Out for a bit of utility, but I kinda like the move diversity here. And then I mean, you can't go wrong with this. Health and defense, you know? So I feel like this is fine. Alright. And move on to Wissy. So obviously I think we want speed and special no, physical attack. And then there we go. So yes, fine. But I guess that's technically better for us. Alright. So moves. Yeah, medium mash. That sounds good. What else can we get? Bunch of fire type moves. Fire punch, U-turn. Nothing particularly good here. Good. Or here, wow, we like learn no stat moves basically. At least, like, a lot of the other ones have like Substitute or Rain Dance or something, but we really don't get much. It's probably to balance it out because Wissy's like so fast. I mean, that's pretty cool. But Yeah, ability... Iron Fist, okay. So if possible we want punching moves. And then, I guess U-turn wouldn't be that bad. How's that? So we got just some normal coverage, steel type coverage. We can't learn Ice Punch, can we? We can learn Fire Punch. I mean, Fire Punch is probably okay. There we go. Yeah, this thing would be painful to deal with if it had actual support moves. Yeah, I can imagine so. Like, I don't think that anything competes with 255 base set speed, right? Like, not even, like, Choice Scarf, I don't know, Regieleki. I don't think would get that high. Would it? Maybe it would. As for your item, let's see. I guess we go like a choice thing, right? Because if we manage to survive, we get hit out anyway. So, choice band. Regieleki would be way faster. Okay. Yeah, I never actually got Regieleki, so I don't know how fast it is. But is it like 255 or higher? I guess like with a choice scarf, maybe it is. Alright. Okay, with scarf, gotcha. Yeah, I mean like we could scarf with Wizzy, but I feel like there isn't much point. Alright. So Orbital, yeah, we want Power Spot, because why not? Analytic, Gravity Well, so we don't need to dedicate yourself to being a supporter, because you'll just kind of do that naturally. So, well, your HP is garbage. I feel like increasing defense wouldn't be the worst thing. We can reduce speed. For the analytic. And then ally switch, that's got priority, right? Does it have priority, or is it, what do we need to worry about that? Sacrifice special attack and heals HP by the same amount. Oh, so that's like, no. What's it called? The... Stat strength. Strength stat, rather. That's what it's like. Okay, Infestation, Kinesis... Okay, Spinning Force. It would be useful if we're using the Psychic Terrain, but we're not. I think we just kind of go coverage moves, right? I mean, these are pretty good coverage moves for sure. Quicker. Priority 2, okay. Alright, maybe we just go, you know, special attack, and diversity, you know? Flash, Empower, Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's, I think, a pretty good choice. Wait. After you. I always get after you and me first kind of mixed up. So the user helps the target and forces it to move right after the user. So we need to be no priority. Alright, well I don't think it's that useful for us, but you know, good to know. So energy ball. Hold up. We have... Okay, we don't have increased accuracy. Can't mind. Eye. Yeah, I feel like we just go... like a psychic and just kind of call it there, you know? Yeah, I think like that's fine. And then item we can give God, what do we even give you? I guess you're bulky enough to go for a weakness policy, right? We get hit, survive, and then analytic, we get a boost. Now for you, yeah, attack, that's fine. Very dark gain stab, yeah, rock ghost, okay. So getting a rock type move and a ghost type move would be useful. So we don't have any multi-hitting moves, right? Because then that could trigger dead power. That'd be cool. Exile rock? That sounds strong. Oh, rock boss, but it needs to be physical? On contact moves, yeah, dang. That would've been great. Rock polish, pixie slash. Okay. Well, we do get stabbed with fairy, so it's not bad. Oh, hang on, we got... Hypnosis has 1.5 times accuracy, so we do get hypnosis. So, that would be 90 accuracy. Ooh. If we team that up with Zatu, maybe later, that could be pretty good. But, for now, I think we'll just kind of go with... some... diversity, you know? Frustration. I feel like knockoff is always going to be useful. Right? So... now we should take out stab for all these moves. It's decent. I can get behind it, you know? As for you, Focus Sash? Alright, Volcarona. What do we want Majestic Moth to boost? That's the thing. It's probably gotta be special attack, then we just Quiver Dance Sweet, right? Especially with Quirky the Vanguard to help us out. Yeah. It's not bad. And then I'm thinking we go like, yeah, Quiver Dance. Do we have Heat Wave? So we should have enough accuracy to really use Heat Wave. I feel like that would be pretty useful. Let's go with man, what else can we use here? Mega Drain? Yeah. Signal Beam's pretty good. Let's see. Target 1. So Ominous Wind hits both, but Silver Wind hits one. Is that what I'm getting at? Giga Drain's decent. We do have Levitate, so Air Slash doesn't seem that bad. So what if we try Air Slash over Giga Drain, and then we have like Bug Buzz over Roost. Yeah, normally I guess we'll be putting the heavy duty boots on, but we do have Orbeetle to Magic Bounce if we need to, so I don't think we're going to be worried about it. What can we do for you? Don't need any of that. Critical hit, right? Maybe. Gather hold from contact move effects. Maybe. There's nothing in particular I'm keen for here. So why not? We'll go for a Mirrorhead. See what comes out of it, you know? Now we're gonna have you as more of a supporting Pokemon. So, oh boy, your stats. Alright. There we go. And then we just do... Well, it doesn't really matter about speed because we got Prankster. Yeah. So, we want only stat moves, I think. I know we're not able to win with Quirky, but we'll be able to set up some annoyance for the opponent. Let's see. Fake Tears. Heal Pulse? Heal Pulse on command could be good. So why is Swagger 85% accurate, but Flight Air is 100%? Getting Encore with Prankster is probably going to be pretty good. That seems... Fairy seems really weird if it's only for one turn, because like, surely they switch out before you flee. So it's only going to be, what, like, against U-turn kind of moves? If it was like 3 turns or something, then I could understand it, but... you know, just light around, why not? Alright, we could go with a screen. I feel like Thunder Wave would be useful. But we could also Trick. Trick for some disruption, you know? So, Thunder Wave, Skill Swap. No, we don't want to do that. We could definitely set up screens. I mean, maybe we just go Trick. Trick on a... like a choice band, maybe just choice scarf. That'd be fine. Even Toxic Orb wouldn't be that bad. And then... our last thing that we can do... I feel like Heal Pulse on command could be pretty good. Let's give it a try. Magna Bomb, there we go. We'll give you a Toxic Orb. Alright, looking good. So if we try Volcarona and Klefki up front, that should be pretty good. Yeah, I guess we can Neo Surf, so we can go to some places where we haven't been before. Also, there might be some Pokemon in Verdant Turf, right? Can we go from Asbo, or do we have to go... Really? Alright. Let's give it a go. So... this is definitely not ideal for us. Yeah, kind of figured that. Alright, it's fine. We can test out Gudra and a Blissey. So... oh, yeah, the Mega Sign is there. Okay, so let's give this a go. As for you, we probably want... okay, Giga wasn't taking damage from the poison. Unless it's poison like on the later turns. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's a crit. Annihilape. So our Guja should have... Okay, Overcoat. Acidic Slime. Sap Super Shallow. Okay, so maybe we'll change it to... I mean, that's not bad. But I guess we'll test it out with different abilities. Get rid of your item. It's got a curse on it. Rage Fist. Rude. Of course it hits twice! Because in this meta of everything having Focus Sash, why wouldn't it hit twice? Oh man, why's he got a full team as well? You're immune to Earth Power? I guess you got like Levitate. And you're immune, because why not as well? Even though I've got Gravity to intensify? Oh, but right, we can corrode. Okay, so this wasn't the best showcase. So if that ability is Overcoat, then let's try Poison Heal and see what that gets us. And screw Verdant, we're just gonna go continue on. I guess we can go to the new Moorville to get any electric types that are missing. So what we got here? I mean, I kind of like Clink, but not really. Yeah. For the most part, hunting down some Megastones wouldn't be the worst thing. I guess there's like one at that bridge area or whatever, but we'll continue going and see what we can do. I probably should have predicted that with Fisherman. Wait, it's got a thing against priority moves. That's kind of annoying. I don't like that. Guaranteed to get us? Oh, you're Water Dragon, okay. That's fine with me, so I guess I'll go with a Heal Pulse. Just keep healing. Oh. Alright, good job, let's try it out. So... well, I'll get rid of the loser. So now, Poison Absorb. Not the worst. It really doesn't take any damage, does it? That lantern. Maybe physical is the way to go. Okay, and I guess for the sake of it, we may as well test out Drizzle. Choice specs. Dang it. Okay, hits twice, but okay. Interesting. Fireballs, that's fine, because we're gonna get Kicklucky out anyway. Oh yeah, that reminds me that evolutions should be bugged in this version, because Eevee works on them. Oh, that's kind of funny actually. Eevee is actually pretty interesting in this game because you can evolve it, teach it some moves, and then unevolve it, keep the moves, and then evolve into a different one. So you can get all the evolution types on your Eevee, which is pretty cool. So, okay, we still get Drizzle. So, yay. Gotta swap you out. Although we could trick again. There we go. Cricketune is now choice back into Quiver Dance. So we don't need to worry about it. With Terrain, I guess we helped out on that one, but... So we don't need to worry about Cricketune. Because all we can do is Quiver Dance. There we go. So... I guess Poison Heal was like the best one. I mean, was it Overcoat for... I guess Overcoat isn't that bad. Let me try it again. Have you got anti... No, you do not. Do you not have anti priority? What do I get? Leftovers? You got healthy gold. That's fine. So, Overcoat. I guess Overcoat is our best one. And then Shell Armor as well, so pretty bulky. Ah, right, Forges. Main Blast, okay. We probably set up another Quiver Dance. And then go for Heat Wave. Excellent. I guess we really don't do any damage, huh, with Gudra? I guess that's to be expected because we did focus more on the defense side. I guess with our abilities now, we can shift it to be more of a special attacker in terms of the stats. We do corrode, right? Frost Orb. Okay, well, you get the facade, but at least you're toxic rather than frost. Not bad. Not bad at all. I guess Onion is pretty strong. Of course. Get that worm out of here. And then we should be able to just go Heat Wave. Alright, I mean we're getting there, so let's make Gudra into a special attacker. Oh. There we go. Much better. So many trainers over here. Alright. Let's Mega Evolve and I can actually see what they got, right? Life Orb. Vocal Life Orb, okay. That's probably a good thing to get rid of. Oh, that did like no damage. Super effective. So, did it turn into fire type or something? Immolate, yeah, okay. So what have you got? Southberry. Alright. Solar priority? I guess you might have something that's like if I'm on half health or something. Yeah, priority. Which wouldn't surprise me. Alright, Lycanroc. Show us what you got. Like, that's some pretty good damage on a priority move. No! It has to hit 5 times. I guess skill link, but still. Now, Prankster doesn't work on dark types, right? Choice band. So, if I go with a Thunder Wave, I can at least slow it down. Yeah. Okay, I've got Taunted as well. Not great. Doesn't matter, I guess. Fair enough then. Lycanroc. Help us see what that means. Or Radio. At least we don't need to worry about the normal or fighting type or flying unless it's got scrappy. It does not, so we're not too worried about braviary. Which means we can focus on rainbows. Jeez! I guess we should have been worried about braviary. Goings, Flock, Defiant, Big Packs, okay. I guess it just had enough damage multipliers, you know? Nah, I want Bulletsy to destroy Braviary before it destroys us. Yeah, even a foul play from Mandibuzz. I gotta say, I'm not particularly feeling this Blissey. Maybe it's just me, but... hopefully we can survive. We do not. Okay, we can get a quick dance off. We cannot. Alright, you and me. I guess that is best, isn't it? Damn. Always beware bird, I reckon, eh? Didn't expect it to be as strong. So, I mean, this is a bit of a hodgepodge kind of team. I feel like it's not particularly working out. I like Gudra, I like Klefki at the moment. Volcarona has potential. It's really Orbital, Lycanroc, and Blissey that are kind of iffy. Like, Lycanroc's not... if it was a single battle mode, I bet Lycanroc would be a lot better. Sorry about that. But because we're doing doubles, Lycanroc isn't as good. Blissey... same kind of thing with Blissey, right? Like, sure we can destroy one target, but we get, like, knocked out by anything that hits us. So I feel like these two aren't particularly good in doubles, so we can keep Orbital, Gudra, Klefki, and Volcarona, but we might swap out Lycanroc and Blissey. You know? It's just unfortunate that, you know, some Pokemon get, I guess, worse in doubles, you know? But some Pokemon get better. So, to replace them, what are we feeling like? Your whole thing was like using your special defense, right? Everything is better in doubles and Pokemon Champions. Yeah, Pokemon Champions is very interesting. Yeah, I saw your short about complaining about the meta. So, don't know what kind of things are you running into. Say your mind. Let's see. So, we still got Magic Bounce, Big Fat, Halcor. You know what? I'm gonna skip this one because it's just a little bit louder. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we don't need another Psychic type anyway. But yeah, like, what kind of Pokemon are you running into? Like, we don't need... none of these are particularly interesting to me. Let's see, it's not even the meta anymore. Did you Mega Evolving nullifies stat boosts like Tailwind? If they Mega Evolve to turn, you set up Tailwind. They just didn't playtest the game. Haze for health. I guess HP is a stat change now. A lot of that does sound crazy. I did hear that there was like some things of like Unnerve not working if you have like a weather ability or something. So hopefully they're able to address some of that stuff, because Tailwind nullifying if they Mega Evolve to turn. Maybe that's why there's so much Tailwind. Well, no, because like if that was the case, then they wouldn't want to be using Tailwind. I have no idea, but hopefully it gets fixed soon, you know? Got my opponent's focus sash. Did you like trick it, or like how'd you? I don't know, it does sound buggy, but I haven't encountered anything egregious like that, you know? What do you even do? Whoa. No, they hit me and their focus sash hit on my opponent, keeping me alive. Huh. I've never seen that before. I actually have no idea, because I've never seen anything like that. My side moves hit twice in the head, that's pretty cool. Pun intended. Multi-scale, clear body, Dragon's Maw. Okay, so we can't even set up Hail ourselves, but you have potential. Ice Dragon, clear body. Multi-scale is always good. Multi-scale, ice scales. You have potential. Get some good multi-hitting moves and we're golden, you know? Target both, okay. But I'm running Whimsicott and Torkoal as a lead, with Incineroar as a backup, and my swap out is either Hisuian Gudra or Archaeudon, or Archaeudon. Fair enough, so Whimsicott and Torkoal. Whimsicott and Torkoal is an interesting choice. Pelipper is seeing some play too. Yeah, I guess Torkoal, if they go like with a Pelipper or Tyranitar or something first, then Torkoal comes out and it's slower, so it should get your weather, and then you go Tailwind, Heat Wave. Not bad, you know. I can see it. Alright. Hits both targets. I like to see that. My Torkoal sets up same day for Whimsicott Chlorophyll. Ah, that's why it's got Chlorophyll. I was wondering why everyone's using Whimsicott. But surely thanks to Whimsicott is better, right? Yeah, we can go Bubble. And then sure, doesn't have a Dragon type on the team, but I feel like this is probably an even better weakness policy user. Yeah, like, I can see it. It's just that a lot of Whimsicott nowadays are using Prankster for Tailwind, you know? Do we try Big Bird? Just go caca and destroy them. Get some maybe American noises going in. Let's give it a go. Alright, so I definitely want to give Weakness 42. Sheer Force. Giant Wings. Let's just base that like, oh okay, we're going to Gal Wings, Flock, Defiant, Big Pecs. When I run Pelpa, I like to run Investigation to hit those last specs on Sinistra. Yeah, I getcha. Personally, I'm running a bit of a snow team going. I mean, I got like other Pokemon, but I got 2 Pokemon for snow. And it seems to be working out alright. Like, I can kind of compete in the weather wars, it's just mostly the Charizards I gotta deal with. Alright, so we got Brave Bird, that's fine. This bird's like gonna be going down in a blaze of glory. We can always go dual wing bait if we want. Retaliate? Maybe. Shadow Claw could be good. Snow is super fun. The only reason I don't run my Evolving Snow is because of the Charizard and Cinnamon Ball. Yeah, I mean, there are a few other snow starters. There's Mega Frostless, there's Vanillux, there's Alolan Ninetales. So, there's a bit of diversity, but Mega Charizard is definitely a pain. I don't lead with snow unless the opponent has no way of setting up weather. You know? But if they got Charizard on their team, then I definitely gotta, you know, work around that. The good thing is because, like, it's predicted, like, my snow team is kind of predictable, that they are going to lead with, like, counters to it. So, it would, like, if I had 2 Ice types on my roster, right, and they go Charizard, there's no way they're not picking Charizard. And so, because I know that they're going to do that, I can build my first 2 Pokemon to counter Charizard. And whatever partner it's got, you know? Alright, so we want... Well, we got priority with the thingy. So I feel like we just go caca and train this way. As for moves, yeah, I think that's fine. It's Helldives that we gotta worry about. Like we could just go with a Life Orb. I suppose Altaria isn't seeing more play with Cloud 9. I've seen maybe 1 so far. Yeah, and also Drampa, right? Like I've seen a little bit of Drampa, but not much. But ideally they do help, and then you don't even need to worry about the level wars. But you know, that could be the way. If you don't want to worry about weather. If you got your own weather, then you gotta think of something else, but... Alright, so... Braviary, we want... Yeah, I've seen very little Drampa as well. I think it's because a lot of people are just trying to overwrite the opponent's weather with their own weather. Because, like, the 2 main kind of metas at the moment is Weather War. So you got you know, sunny day, rain dance, sand or hail. Everyone's competing for that. Or you got Floette, basically, like an entire thing around Floette, you know. So I will say though that a third contender for potential like meta stuff is Trick Room. So if you build a good Trick Room team, you could probably destroy a lot of the meta. It does seem to be a bit of a rogue pick, you know? Because we can recoil, I think we just go like Choice Band. You got that. But yeah, if you go like Mega Chimeco, or what I have seen is like Alcremie decorate on the Trick Room, something like Slowbro. Actually, no. I don't even remember what's Trick Room, but Mega Chimeco is probably really good. You know? So I wouldn't be surprised if people start shifting away from weather or trying to outspeed and deal forward and just shift towards Trick Room, you know? Alright, now we got a new team. But yeah, I'll be down to battle sometime, if you want. Alright, you. Well, if you're gonna have 4 blitz. I'm gonna just get rid of that. Alright, let's get Baryong. Close combat. Hopefully we survive this. We do. Weakness policy boost. Very nice. Okay, we survive. What's Pajova? Life Orb. But yeah, I can imagine Jumper being particularly good, especially with like Sinister, right? So that way you can heal. Oh, I know if you're doing Clan 9, then you don't really want to do Berserk. So you probably don't want to Mega it, right? I mean, you can always like Mega as an option. You know, the opponent will need to predict if you are going to Mega or if you're not, in terms of weather, you know? So that is a mind game that you could do. I'm down for battles. We should see if we can start an SPC league. Fair enough. I was actually battling Pokeways before. It was a pretty good battle. I didn't win, but it was a good battle, you know? So what's Scott doing here? Eh. Ah. Hello, Steven. Steelix and Delmires. Alright. What we got here? Leftovers? Assault Vest. Okay. this isn't gonna be too good. But you're gonna be around for a bit, so let's fund the way to you. I know you like kind of told me some of your Pokemon, but even so, I feel like it'll still be pretty hard to fully predict, you know? We Encore Steelix. That's fine, download. We need to destroy you. If you're gonna Mega, maybe you got Levitate, so let's Sludge Bomb. What have you got actually? You got a Shell Bell. Let's fund the way view. I'd love to play with you guys, but I don't have a Switch 2. No, you can do it on Switch 1. I don't have a Switch 2 either. You can get it on Switch. You don't need a Switch 2. I feel like Oncoming Bullet Punch isn't the worst. But we might just go for Heal Pulse. Kiku Drop. And your phone sometime soon. Yeah, so... people say it's like a Switch game, right? But if it's like Unite, then it's more of a mobile game than it is a Switch game. And so that's why I'm thinking that the animations are kind of bare bones. Is because they need it to be, like, all the visual stuff is kind of there so that it can run on mobile phones later. Yeah, so it is on the Switch. I don't know where you heard it was only Switch 2. I guess people have been saying it's a Switch 2 game, but you can get it on regular Switch. There isn't any benefit to having it on Switch 2. Like, I think it's still 30 FPS anyway. Actually, if your Grass Steel, so Sludge Bomb should be really getting into you, right? That's pretty good. They need it to run on phones. People don't factor that in. No benefit at all other than the TV functionality. Yeah, exactly. Like, at the end of the day, it's a mobile game first, and then it's more of a Switch port, you know? So, I feel like it is kind of designed around mobile. I just assumed anything coming out anymore would be for the 2. No, because we also got like the Tamagotchi Life coming out soon. That's also on Switch 1. And there's also like a Rhythm Heaven. Other than that, like, we're not getting much info from Nintendo about what's coming out. Like, the next Fire Emblem game is probably going to be Switch 2, right? And, you know, a few other things along the way. But it's kind of awkward at the moment. Get rid of you. Okabe, that's fine. Alright, well, we'll fund the way to you. I haven't touched my Switch since the Scarlet and Violet DLC. Oh man, that's ages ago. That would have been 2022? 2023? I think 2022, right? The last PS2 game came out in 2016. We never truly know when a console dies. Yeah. In terms of the PS2 game, was it like some random trivia game, or like was it actually something useful, you know? Because weren't they doing the same kind of thing with the Wii? Like there was like a Wii game a couple of years ago? Scum, right? I like that Mega Scummy more than Legend ZA, for sure. Instead of the piss-coloured yellow, you know, we go with that. It was full-blown FIFA 17. Jeez. You wouldn't really think that late into the life cycle of PS2 that would be another game. But I guess it was like maybe an easy port or something. I don't know. Too bad, I'm pretty sure it was replaced. Yeah. Like, this Mega Skyrim design looks better than the ZA, you know? I think we can all kind of agree on that. Like, even if you like the ZA design, you gotta admit that that Elite Redux one was pretty good. They gave him feet, it's gross. Yeah, like they just increased the size of the talons, made him yellow. I don't like it. And then they gave it a terrible ability, you know? The saddest loss for me was the Elite Redux Mega Gator? Falgator? Yeah, there was a Falgator near Media Falls. And I know there's a volume in the Petalburg Woods. Yeah, there's a lot of megas in ZA that I do not agree with. And when ZA was like coming out, right, you had people making shorts of like, you know, Game Freak when designing megas. You know, you got Pyro, just copy paste the main above its head. You got Starmie, you know, copy paste the leg and just extend it. You know, you got same kind of thing with Skarmory. I think Meganium as well, so like it's really disappointing because like there's a lot of Pokemon that's like, oh, it would be amazing if this Pokemon got a Mega. But then you look at the designs for a Mega and it's like, maybe it's better if it doesn't get a Mega, you know? What if we made Starmie the long way? Also, we should be able to get new Pokemon here. But yeah, like, what I like about Starmie, right, is that the front and the back are able to, like, rotate individually, right? You look at Pokemon Stadium 2, right? How it does, like, its attacks. Like, if you've ever seen Starmie use Thunder with, like, the spinning, right? It is so good, right? But trying to imagine that now with the ZA, ugh, you know, garbage. Like, but yeah, what I like about Starmie is that it's able to freely rotate to front and back, right? And you can't really do that with two of the legs just longer. You know, because it was like any side of Starmie could be the up way around, you know, like, with regular Starmie, it would be hard to really have it upside down because of its design, right? It could be any side up and still be functional. But now, Mega Starmie can be flipped. Yay! Mega Sami should have utilized that second star as a weapon slash shield, like Captain America. But then we got like Mega Chestnut, which is like Captain America like, right? Okay, new area. I do kind of like Tropius. I do like Tropius kind of design. I don't mind Oranguru. Yeah, like, I'm just trying to think of like what I would do for Mega Sami. And like, I feel like you gotta do something with the center piece, like the gem or core. Like, that should be like the first step in designing the Mega Sami. And then you do something with like the back half or something, you know? Like, what if the back limbs like of the star, right? They bent forwards in front, so it was almost like some kind of Dr. Octavius kind of thing. You know, so you got them like with like little octo arms kind of thing. And then you do something with the core. Panda, that's fine. And you got Dazzling, right? You do not. It becomes a giant third eye, and it starts to rotate in the infinity symbol. Yeah. Fair enough. Because, like, a similar kind of Pokemon to Starmie, right? Is Kling Clang. You know, with all the spinning gears and stuff. And so, if they ever design a Mega Kling Clang, I'm betting just the big gear is gonna get bigger. That's what I'm predicting. It feels really bad, but it is what it is, I guess. What have you got? Salt vest. I'm just gonna be a big watch. Yeah, cause like you have Baxcalibur, right? Oh, how are we gonna have Mega Baxcalibur? We'll make the sword bigger! Yay! And it's like, why not just have that big sword as part of the base design? And then you can go crazy with it. You know? Like, am I cooking or not? Let's find the way here. Huh. You know, like Meowstic, right? You got a female version, you got a male version. What does the male look like? It looks like a combined version. Let's have a mega male version and a mega female version. You know? You're fine with having like 2 different Charizards, 2 different Lucarios and Garchomps and stuff. Why not have 2 different Meowstic? You know? Like, is that really so far-fetched? I don't think it's that extreme, you know? Oh, you only got one? Rip. It's pretty surface, actually. Fair enough. Alright, well, if you only got one, then you only got one. I know who said that one is kind of annoying. There we go. Double focus sash, really? everything's got focus sash. Welcome to Elite Redux. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a version of this game where everything had focus sash. I think we can just go Heatwave. I guess we cannot. There we go. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. You know, there's definitely a few other megas that I don't like, but Miastic had potential. They should do that for the April Fool's patch next year. Oh boy. Even if it could Mega Evolve, just give it a Focus Sash. Yeah, because that's super effective against a water type. Trace Scarf, Trace Specs. Very odd. But yeah, Mega Miastic had potential. What else did we get that I didn't particularly like? I know that people like Mega Victreebel, but I feel like it could have been a bit better. Like, it's goofy, yes, but I feel like Megas shouldn't be designed around being goofy, you know? What have you got? You got a life orb. Alright, maybe trick you. You know, like, if you're using basically power from, like, Xerneas, right? Infinity Energy, or Yveltal, or Zygar, or whatever. If you're using crystallized energy from a god to have a mid-battle transformation that is painful for the Pokemon, right? I don't want it to be like, oh, look at me, my legs are bigger. You know, like, I want it to be designed seriously. You know? So yeah, Mega Victreebel, definitely don't like Mega Pyroar, Starmie, Meowstic, like Baxcalibur, it looks okay for what it is, but it should have been the base design. Yeah, MSC Edgelord, Sun and Moon Megas. Well, there wasn't Megas in Sun and Moon, but like in Orize maybe? You're talking about like Glalie or Lopunny? I mean, Lopunny's a bit weird with the legs and the hair. I actually don't like Mega Lopunny's design. It feels a bit awkward. Like, what do you mean that like a rabbit, right, with ears, like huge ears, right, would have like it tied up as if it's got like hair ties? Why would you do that to the rabbit? That's like blood. You know, imagine if blood was circulating through your hair and you were having a hair tie on that to, you know, cut off circulation. Like, why would you do that? And then the legs, you know, it's got like patterns that look like ripped leggings. But what does that actually mean? Is that like skin tearing apart or something? Like, I don't like it. Oh, there's a Lanian. Guess I'm more worried about... I am more worried about you, aren't I? Am I misremembering? I could have sworn you could get Mega Stones in Ultra Moon. Yeah, you can get Mega Stones in Sun and Moon, right? In Gen 7. But there wasn't any new Mega designs in Gen 7. You know? So, like, you can get Mega Stones in the post-game, but there weren't any new Megas. The last time we got new Megas was in Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So what do you got? Citrus Berry. Well, if I... Nah, I'll find the way. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want, I can do like a tier list video of the Megas. That could be something. Why are you so bulky? I guess you just got a bunch of special attack, alright. Let's see how you handle a Toxic-Orb. But yeah, I could make a tier list of the Megas. If that's something you would be interested in. I'll do it based on design rather than like combat potential. I just remember the decks being like, Mega Evolution makes it so powerful its soul melts and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of that, right? And so, you know, you got Aerodactyl with the spikes getting out of its flesh and it actually like feels that. You got Charizard burning its skin off and becoming black. You got Houndoom with like claws that are like having permanent damage on like flames and burns and stuff. You got Glalie, which snaps its jaw open when the Mega evolves, you know? And then they're like, hey, ZA, everyone's spamming Mega Evolution. Don't worry, your Pokemon loves it. Nah. Nah. So what do you got? South Bay. Guess you like Pot Dragon or something. But yeah, they're like, you know, the Megas are painful to a Pokemon. Okay, so the Rogue Mega Pokemon, right? In ZA. The idea is that they're about to Rogue Mega, so to prevent them from getting all the pain from Mega Evolution, right? Because like, we don't want them to be feeling pain. We're going to beat them up so they don't feel pain. And then, right, when you defeat them, they disappear, quotation marks, and leave behind a megastone. It kind of sounds like we killed them, you know? And so doing it to get them out of their pain feels really weird when we're the ones causing pain to kill them. I guess it's like a mercy killing thing, but the whole thing kind of feels weird. Yeah, there's a lot with the world building of ZA that I do not like. I do kind of plan to make a rant video about it at some point, and like how it really doesn't make any sense. Because like, what do you mean you got technology to build like holographic barriers, but Pokemon are still getting into the city? Huh? Hello, just have a barrier on the outside of the city so Pokemon don't come in. Then you don't have a wild Pokemon issue to worry about. I don't think I'm, you know, putting something too crazy out there. Because if they have the technology for that, then why not just have it around the outside? Oh yes, you got... Oh, you don't have a Focus Sash. Hooray! We win, team. Well, if you got a Choice Band, I might wanna at least fun the wavy. You're locked into Earthquake, so you're fine. Doesn't even matter what I use here, I think. And also with the Wild Megas, right? Is it like that was it Quasartico or whatever is like choosing the Pokemon to unleash the Mega Energy build up on? Or is it really just random, you know? Because I feel like it would make sense if the energy was like building up and Quasartico's like, well, if we don't unleash his energy onto a Pokemon, the whole city will blow up. So let's pick a, I don't know, a Slowbro or a Beedrill. And then that's how they kind of know about it. You know? I gotta say that this Baryon is working out really well. What have you got? Safety goggles. No more on-call for you. I don't know, like, there's a lot of missed potential with ZA. Oh, right. Okay. Alright, so let's do this Web Institute. And then we'll call it there. I mean, we could probably do May as well. This isn't a good team for us. Alright, I'm back. Had to drive home. All good. Just complaining about Megas, you know. And the plot of ZA. Ugh. I know I'm pretty, like, negative, but, like, I don't get how people like that game. It's just not really my thing at all. You don't have, like, magic dance or anything, do you? No, so we can find a way here. Oh, right, Prankster. Doesn't work on dark types. Cacao! Wait. Oh yeah, you're super effective against water, so that's great. As for you, rocking helmet. Don't mind if I do. What have you got? Tactical vest. Everybody paralyzed. Corrosion is useful. There we go. Choice scarf. Okay. There we go. That's looking good. Let's set up trick room? Trick room. Okay. That's fine. Immune to sludge bomb. Alright. Well, you're not immune to Dragon Rage. And you got leftovers. That's fine. I can trick you. We're getting there. Ugh. Get rid of the muscle band. Oh, I guess it doesn't switch out anymore. Alright, one more, and then that's level done, and then we can defeat May, and then that'll be it for today. Wishy-washy, huh? Okay. There's that focus sash again. Is it like Pot Fairy or something? Oh, it is Dark Fairy. Okay. Excellent. I guess Wishy-Washy is not the smartest with the earthquake, huh? Okay, we can probably go to Volcarona. Quiver Dance. Go for Power Spot. Heat Wave. That was pretty good. Oh, we still got Wishy-Washy, huh? Is it Pod Dragon? It probably is. No, it's just bulky as hell. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's battle May, and then that'll be it for today. Alright, here we go. Mega Empoleon R. Interesting. So, would he get Levitate? It might. So let's go for Thunder Wave. Here we go. Oh, it's got a little pip up. Does that mean it's got Parental Bond? Okay. Fire Blast. Rude. At least I got a Thunder Wave off. Ah. Yes. Ah. So what's it got? Okay. Printer Bond, yeah. And Levitate, good thing I didn't go for Earth Power then. But it sounds like it doesn't have anything against my close combat. Oh crap, slow as fast. Dang it. So... Bubble. Play on towers, good. Get out of here with that. Okay. That's gonna make it down. You're gonna regret that after weakness policy. Whew, I was gonna say, there's no way I died of that. Very nice, very nice. Alright, 2 more, Serena. And... Swampert. Well, luckily, Brian doesn't work. You already done your Mega. Dry Skin, that's why. Alright. Guess we're getting Sludge Bomb. We don't have any priority, but... Wait! Didn't you already Mega? Huh? Can they just like Mega as many times as they want? Judge! Judge! I call cheat. Are we able to Mega as well, like multiple times? Is that allowed? Well, we wanna, but like, are we able to Mega more than one Pokemon? Well, in any case, that's going to do it for today. They get free by endgame, usually on Elite. You can if you have Permanent. That's kind of rough. Then getting multiple Megas, like, come on. First the multiple Focus Sash, then the multiple Megas. I'm starting to feel like this game isn't exactly fair. You know, like, They get free by endgame, usually on Elite. So I'm on Ace mode, so I'm guessing 2 is the max? Hopefully. But I can't have more than one Mega unless I had the permanent Mega Evolution. Alright, I guess it seems fair, why not? Well, in any case, that is going to do it for today. We still got a little stretch to go before Fortress City, but there's a bunch of like ninjas and stuff in the grass, you know? So, I'm gonna call it there, so I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully I'll be here a bit earlier, because like, I was late today. In any case, have fun, and I'll see you guys later.